hockey update, not that anyone cares, but we finally got a win after having 2 back-to-back losses.
Woohoo! Finally.
It's rough out in these hockey streets. We have 2 more games left before the boys go on Olympic leave because we got some players representing their countries. And we're excited. We're happy. We want them to go represent their countries. We also want them to come back not injured.
I was going to say, we want them to not be injured.
No, because we need them to come back at full strength and be able to continue to kick ass to make it to playoffs and then get the Stanley Cup.
Hell yeah.
Because, that's what we want. Who cares if they get a gold medal at the Olympics?
Olympics. I can't. Heck the Olympics. Nobody needs those things.
Nobody wants them.
Nobody wants a gold medal. Them.
Not silver, bronze, but not even. It's also very, very late in the evening, almost nighttime, because I'm a mess. I'm a huge
so if
mess.
Anybody hears a peanut in the background, that would be my husband, and that is because we are recording after 7 p.m. my time, which means Peanut is live and well into his night and screaming at the top of his lungs, so I apologize in advance. I doubt it'll get picked up, but every time I take my headset off, I'm like, oh, there's Peanut.
She's talking about the burnt peanut, who has taken over my For You page.
Taken over my house every night, Monday through Saturday.
And in my household, we are a moon household. So similar to burnt peanut, he's not a burnt peanut. And you know what? I think I might be missing out. Maybe I gotta give burnt peanut a chance because he is funny. He's hilarious.
You should give the peanut a chance. He's hilarious. It's a great time.
But tonight, after we finish recording, it's gonna be Bridgerton time because I do need to binge watch that.
I was watching the 3rd episode and then I got phone call after phone call and didn't finish the 3rd episode. So I'm still trying to do that. But you know what me and my husband did do while we were waiting for you? We watched the first 3 episodes of the new season of Jujutsu Kaisen because they're finally dubbed. So there's 5 episodes out right now, but only 3 are dubbed.
So the 3 episodes, Connor and I went and watched the movie in theater and then we came home and we're like, oh, the new season is out. Did not realize that the first 3 episodes were technically the movie that came out. So we sat there and we're like, did they just re-release? Like, we were confused.
And that's why me and Tyler didn't go see the movie, because Tyler's like, it's just the ending of the last season and then the first part of the new season. So we didn't go see the movie.
Yeah. It was still fun, but it definitely was a lot of like, oh, a little bit of a waste of time. But it was still good. I still enjoyed it.
I don't like that they changed the art style, personally.
I kind of like it.
It feels way more anime-y now. Which, I mean, it is, but I don't know. I just preferred the old art style better.
The next episode, you're only on episode 3, right?
Yeah, we've only watched 1 through 3.
So 4 gets a little bit normal, but it's so good and it's so dark. Which is
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Completely different than what we're used to from Jujutsu Kaisen, and I love it.
Good. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
And it's completely different from we were watching Frieren.
Yep.
That's such a slice of life, low-key depressing, and and they both come out on Thursday. So it's like I'm gonna cry from one episode and then I'm gonna cry on the other episode. Like there's not a single dry eye to be seen on Thursday. And then Fallout also comes out on Thursday. God knows that is a wild trip. And then the pit also comes on Thursday. So I dehydrate myself on Thursdays.
I was
The
gonna
reason
say.
why it's called Thirsty Thursday is because I need to drink so much water to rehydrate myself. It is ridiculous.
She
It
needs
is
some
rough for these
milk.
streets. She needs a lot of milk. A lot.
Oh, that's funny.
But you know what? I love it. I love to be
It's all
entertained. I
worth it.
love it's all. Sometimes it's not, but lately it has been.
Lately,
Everyone
it's
got a
been
bigger
good.
budget. Everyone got better writers. Like it's good.
We got some good shit happening. I'm
We
loving
got some.
Fallout.
Oh, I want to
Like
be
so.
Lucy McLean so bad.
I want to be dog meat.
Oh, dog meat's also very cute.
I
Oh,
love
he's just such a
him.
good boy.
I love him so much.
He's just so cute. I don't like the armor dude. I can't remember his name for the life of me. I just know he's Finn in Star Wars.
Oh. Yeah, I can't think what his name is either. But yes, Finn in Star Wars. I know what you're talking about.
I don't. Thaddeus is adorable. But I want to be Lucy so bad. Anytime she says okie dokie, it cures depression everywhere.
I loved when she was high this last episode. She cracked me up.
Oh my god. I was like, Lucy. And because I haven't played the games, but Connor has, I'd ask him like, what is she on? And he explained it to me. And I was like, so she's addicted. And he's like, basically.
Pretty much.
Like, oh my god. It's so good. It's just
Yeah,
so good.
they did so good. I love it.
And I genuinely hope because Universal did a Horror Nights maze for Fallout, and it wasn't that good. It was just very half-assed. So I'm hoping that if they do it again next or this year, that they do the Vegas scenes because
yeah.
holy shit, death claws are crazy and wild, and the ghouls themselves are insane.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Like if you go, or even just like doing a scene with the Legion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hello, Macaulay Culkin coming out of nowhere.
Well, what was it this year?
This year was just the beginning, so it was literally just going through, like if the like her getting out of the vault. So we were just going through a vault where ghouls took over, but it wasn't like there wasn't a lot. It was mainly just props and animatronics, and it was like, oh, like they had the ghoul at the end where as you're exiting, he's trying to get you, and it's like, okay, yeah, cool, that's fine and all, but like they had Lucy barely coming out to be like, oh, follow me, or things like that. So it just didn't feel thought out as like the other attractions, like Scarecrow or yeah, like they definitely spent a lot more time planning, like the Terrifier maze, which was phenomenal. So I'm hoping they do it a little more justice this year around if they do it again, because they have so much more material to work with this year.
I was gonna say they probably will.
Hopefully,
they got more material to work with, and they know that it's still popular and good. So it's worth putting the effort into.
And you know what else was surprisingly good? The new Game of Thrones show.
I only seen the first episode.
A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is low-key pretty good. I love the fact that instead of them dropping the bass on the intro music, it was him dropping a deuce behind the tree.
That had me cracking up. I was like, "Oh, nice. That's what we wanted."
Dysentery. Not okay.
Oh God.
So good. So good. Not what I expected. And I kind of love it. It's giving me enough to tide me over until we get to House of the Dragon.
Right. Well, it's kind of like a breath of fresh air because this is like a different than anything we've seen so far from that series, you know?
Yeah, it's more comical and I love it.
Yeah.
But I still need my Rhaenyra back. I need my Dragon Queen.
You do. Love of your
I
life.
do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're so
Mm-hmm.
funny.
I would be Team Black, like 100%. Fuck the
Oh,
Greens.
absolutely. Same.
That I would bend the knee for her
Wholeheartedly. I'd be like, I don't give no
wholeheartedly.
shits. Just do
At
what you
all.
gotta do. Speaking of royalty, you want to get into it?
Let's do it. Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
It is late. We're delirious. We had a rough time getting set up, but you know what? That's what you come here for. You come
That's what we're
for
here for.
some hot messes and some hot takes. Welcome back to
Speaking
Hot Takes and Paperbacks.
speaking of hot mess, something I do have to say really quick. Well, okay, I'm sorry. I'm one of your hosts, Harley.
I'm the other hot mess, Scotty.
This is Hot Take as Paperbacks. Today we're talking about To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christio.
So,
And this book
so
came out in 2018, and it's a popular book talk. It's also a popular YA book, and it's a retelling of The Little Mermaid. But what I gotta say, well, let me cue the music real quick. Cue the music.
cue the music.
Okay, we're back. So what I have to say is, what I have realized since we've started this podcast, I am reverting to my
Mm-hmm.
old ways. I'm back in high school, college, whatever you want to call it. Procrastination is my new best friend. I survived.
She literally texted me saying, I just finished the book 2 hours before we were initially supposed to record.
And I started it yesterday evening while watching The Burnt Peanut, and I did like maybe four chapters, and then I was like, I'll finish it tomorrow. It should be fine. So I'm surviving off of literally freaking energy drinks and sleep deprivation and a neglected husband. So, it's
Why
great.
is he neglected?
Because I spent all day reading. We went to go pick up the Walmart order, and I was walking out with my face in my Kindle. And he goes, "Do you want to just stay here? I can go get the order myself." And I was like, "No, I'm going with you. I gotta get out of the house." And he's like, "All right, fine." And I'm slipping on the ice, walking to the truck. Oh my God. Because I'm not paying attention to where I'm going because my face is in the Kindle.
And if anything, that's just a testament. It's a quick read. It was only 344 pages. It was a quick read.
It was a quick read. I think it only took me 6 hours, like total.
Yeah, like it's not a very long book. It's very easy to follow. I read it in 2 days. Whenever I couldn't sleep because your girl is still propped up, sleeping like fucking Sleeping Beauty. But she's also surviving off of Dr. Pepper, by the way.
Oh yeah. Sorry if you can hear me in the background slurping the Dr. Pepper.
It wasn't bad for a YA novel. Like it was decent. It was good.
Like honestly, if this was to me, like if this was a dark romance, because it has the bearings to be a dark romance, and if it was a dark romance, I probably wouldn't be donating the book. I probably would be reading it over and over and over. It's just unfortunately, it is YA. So for me, that's like, it was just a little too, like, I don't know, boring at this point.
It
Does
was
that make
G-rated.
sense?
It was PG. Well,
Yeah, it's
PG-13.
just, I'm like,
It was
oh, I
it's
want so
very,
much more. I'm like,
and it
please.
was right there. Like it genuinely had the. You're right. It had the foundations. It was almost similar to Oh my God, who writes? Is it Emily McIntyre, something like that? Who wrote like Scarred and Hooked, like those dark
Hooked, yeah.
romances where it's the
Mm-hmm.
retelling, where the girl gets the villain instead of the hero.
Yeah, yep, that's hooked. Yep.
It had that vibe, and it absolutely 100% could have gone down that route. But she is a YA novelist, so
She is. But it was so
she kept
stinking
it
good.
clean.
It's enemies to lovers. It had the slow burn that's not so slow that it makes you want to rip your eyeballs out, but it, like also not too quick. It's just, it's everything I love in a book. But I just was like, oh, I just need like,
A
it's like
little
we forgot
more,
to put the
like
salt on the top of
yeah,
the
like
meal.
it.
Like
The
it's missing the
flavors
salt and
were
pepper.
there, everything was cooking. We forgot the salt, and that's okay because it does say like it's a YA novel. And for what it was pretty good. I would have loved to see a movie of this.
Oh,
Um,
if this became a movie or even a TV show, I'd eat it up. Absolutely. It'd be so good.
100% because in my head, Prince Elian,
Mm-hmm.
oh my, I had him, I pictured him almost, and I hate him, but what the fuck? Christian Cole, Sir Christian Cole. That's how I pictured Prince Elian
Oh,
from House of the Dragon.
from House of the Dragon. Yeah. I apologize about the alarm that just went off in the background. Um, but I couldn't stop. And this is just where my brain was because I had just seen in our K-pop group chat ATs making the return to their piracy, and so I couldn't stop thinking
Oh,
about ATs the entire
oh,
time.
dude.
Also, you posted a picture of the Cat's Eyes girls,
Mm-hmm,
and it said something about
mm-hmm.
them being in their siren era, and so I literally pictured Lyra as Manon the entire time, even though Manon doesn't have red hair. So that's where my
Mm-hmm.
brain was the entire book, and I'm not mad at it.
And that's
Not mad
hilarious
at
because
it at all.
I was picturing Daniela as Lyra.
Daniela, that's a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because you know how when she does the really smoky eye and it just angles her eyes perfectly.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep. But you know what? You're so fucking right. All of AT's is Prince Elian.
It's just like I couldn't get it out of my head. I was like, okay, I'm reading about ATs and Cat's Eye. Like that is just where my brain was the entire time. And that probably didn't help, but it is what it is. It was great. I did love
No,
it. I
but it
did
did.
enjoy it. Like
But it
I'm
did.
hating on it, but I'm not actually like I wasn't mad at it. Like I just I wish it wasn't YA because it has such great. It was so fucking good that I just was like, I want more, but we're not going to get more because it is YA. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because the banter was there. I have so many quotes of just the banter between Lyra and Elian. And before we dive too deep in there, the main characters. Let's tell you about what the book is about.
That might
Like
help.
Carly said, it's a retelling of Little Mermaid, but instead of our main girly girl, her name is Lyra. She is the daughter of the Sea Queen. Instead of her being a mermaid, she is a siren. Sirens are what we picture in our head with the fishtail, the glorious hair, and like just striking beauty and the killer voices. They remain true to the siren lore where they lure pirates to their death or whoever their targets to their death and they steal their hearts. And that part I fucking loved. I don't know if that's true lore, but they get their power from the hearts of the people that they kill and they get one a year as they grow older. And
Yeah,
that's how they grow their power.
I love that. I don't know if that's true lore either, but I that was a great like addition if it's not part of like siren lore, which I guess I don't know that much about sirens other than the fact that they have beautiful voices and they lure unsuspecting men to their death. But
Right.
um I loved that. And I loved the part there where it was like you get one a year.
Yeah, they're
So
like, you can't be,
you're
can't be too greedy.
16, you have 16. You're 17, you have 17. And I really enjoyed that aspect of that all too. I think it was a
It
great addition.
and when so we learned too that the Sea Queen is what we picture as Ursula. So I was 100% picturing Ursula,
Oh,
and
me too, same.
um she was a siren, and she becomes a queen when the original queen passes on the trident to her daughter at her when she turned
60.
60. That's right. When she gets 60 hearts, then she has to, by law and by tradition, pass down the
The trident, yeah. Trident.
trident. I don't know why that word got stuck in my brain. Um, and she has to pass it down to her daughter. And in this case, Lyra is our princess. Lyra is our Ariel. And Lyra
Yep.
is also known as the Prince's Bane because her hearts that she's gonna get are the any prince. Her mom would, when she was younger, would hunt prince's hearts for her. And when she turned 16, that's when she started hunting her own hearts. And they were all royalty. She did not, she's a bougie girl.
She
She
was
did not
like, "You're not a prince? I ain't taking it."
exactly. And so that's where she earned the title the Princess Bane. Because she racked them up. She racked up the hearts, racked up the kills. And we learned that they have two different colored eyes. So they have an eye of the same color of the sea that they were born in, and then an eye that matches their hair,
Yes.
which is absolutely cool, bonkers, and bananas. Like the world building alone was beautiful. The lore, holy shit! Like it almost reminded me of like the Royerden, the Percy Jackson series,
Oh, uh-huh.
where it's just similar enough for us to be comfortable, but also just different enough for it to be unique and keep us seated and wanting a little bit more. It like it was so good. And I also kind of was like, oh, Lyra is like Ariel spelled backwards, so that was kind of
Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's funny. It
I
is.
could have been, I could be making it up, but I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then so Lyra is our main girly girl, and then we have our Prince Eric, who is Prince Elian. We could be saying it wrong. It's spelled Elian. In my head it's Elian.
Yeah, I think
I don't
that's
know
how
if
I
you
was
read
saying
it
it
any
too.
differently.
No, I was reading it as Elian. I just couldn't remember. Which is bonkers because I just finished it like 4 hours ago. But whatever, here we are.
Prince
Elian.
Elian,
Go ahead.
he's not just the normal prince. He's literally a pirate king. And cue AT's song, Pirate King. Because holy shit, you're so right.
He
He's
is.
awesome. Or son-in-law. He's
He
any of
really
them.
is, and it's just one of those things. You know, he is a prince. He's the oldest son. He's got a younger sister, but he wants nothing to do with the land. He wants nothing to do with his kingdom. He doesn't hate his kingdom. He doesn't hate his parents. It's not like one of those situations where his dad's like a tyrant that made him not want to be a prince. He just genuinely longs for the sea. Now, what he does hate is he hates the fucking sirens with a burning passion. And he is out on a mission to kill them all. And that's where his heart lies. His heart lies at sea as a pirate and a siren slayer.
He got beef.
He's got
He
beef.
got he got mega beef
Because
with
there's
the
something
siren.
else too. Like there's like 100 kingdoms. I think that's what they kept saying. 100. Yeah, because at the end they said 101. So there's 100 kingdoms. There's a lot of princes for Miss Lyra to kill, and Ilian knows those princes that are being taken to their deaths. So he's got some major beef because his homeboys, his cronies, they're getting murked
She literally killed his
once a
best
year. She
friend.
she literally did. And the worst part is the one that like the last straw to break the camel's back or whatever too was like from a poor kingdom, like had nothing to offer, but Ilian just genuinely liked him because he was like, even though he had nothing to offer him and his kingdom, he just was like a genuinely good guy and like tried to give Ilian, like when Ilian would come to his shores, he would just, do everything he could to be helpful and to like welcome him and just make him feel like a normal freaking dude. And I think Prince Ilian like liked that of him. It was just like, you have nothing, but you're willing to give everything and you're just like a genuinely cool dude. And she just
He
murks him like so fast.
so fat, and she didn't even have to. That was the thing. She did
No,
not
she
have
got in
to kill
trouble
him.
for it.
Hmm. And
That's what
that is
starts
the
the
starting
major.
point
Mm-hmm.
of our plot. That's what starts it. Because ultimately, these two, it isn't enemies to lovers. But it's also like the way they work in the Little Mermaid tale, because as many of you remember, Little Mermaid, she lost her voice and she lost her tail, and she ended up on land because she made a deal with the sea witch to, was it to find love? I don't know, she's saying the whole
Yeah.
I
So
want to be
she
where,
was
where the people are.
she was enamored with humans and the people. She wanted to be where the people were so badly, and I think she saw Prince Eric and like wanted to like explore that more. And so she made the deal with the sea witch, and the sea witch was like, "See if you can win the prince's heart without your voice or something like that." And she stole her voice away.
And
I
in
need to
this
rewatch
book,
the Little Mermaid.
honestly, Sam, but in this book, the Sea Queen doesn't make a deal, she makes a punishment. And she's like, are you, she's a bitch. She's a royal bitch, literally.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because sirens are meant to be cruel. They are meant to be feared. They are meant to be completely just killers.
And have no
And Lyra
emotions.
have no emotion. And Lyra cares for her cousin. She took her cousin out on her first hunting trip alone, and she shows a little bit of compassion towards her cousin and kind of towards the humans. Um, so her mom sends her on this, like, basically was like, you need to bring me the prince's heart, the Midasian.
Oh no, she said
That's what I'm
she
saying.
wanted her. She said, okay, okay. So, Lyra took when she took her cousin to on her first hunt. The cousin took the queen's heart, and then she took the prince, the best friend of Ilian's heart. And so when she did that, that's like against the rules because she did it like 4 weeks too early or something. And so her mom took the heart and crushed it, which like was really painful to her because it like took that power back, basically. And then so that was like the first major punishment. Then the mom was gonna, or the sea witch was gonna punish the cousin, and so she's like, "No, I'll take the cousin's punishment. Like, please don't hurt her," basically. And that
Mhm.
made her even more weak. And so she said, "You, for your birthday this year, you don't get to bring me a prince's heart. You're gonna bring me a common soldier's heart or
That's
sailor's
right.
heart." And that because like that would be, she would go from being the prince's bane
Disgraceful.
to being disgraceful. Like, what do you mean you couldn't get a prince's heart for your birthday? You always get prince's heart. Like, that's what you do. So she was like trying to get around that. And then remember those mermaids, because there are mermaids. They're just not like mermaids we would think of. They're like nasty,
They're nasty. They're foul. They are
like,
chimera like beings.
yeah, like giant fucking mouths could just swallow a man like in whole. They were like the ones that
Mm-hmm.
were said, Prince Ilian of the Midas Kingdom, he I don't remember what. Oh, they said if you bring your mom his heart, she'll forgive you because he keeps killing all the sirens. So
Yes.
that's when she was like, "Oh, okay, I'll do that." And then she sees him on the ship and she's just about to lure him when the freaking mermaid decided she wanted him because he like fell in the water, and so she was trying to steal him because of his power, because the Midas Kingdom is like known for having like gold and riches or whatever. So she was trying to steal him, and she's like, "No, you're not going to take my heart." So she starts fighting the mermaid. Well, and she ends up killing the mermaid, but then her and Ilian end up getting washed up on shore because Ilian's trying to get away from her or something like that. And then she gets caught, and she's like literally like putting her hand into his chest. So he has like a wound around where his heart is of her hand going into his chest. But she quits, she stops, and she bails out and like leaves. And then that's when the sea witch is like, "You should have given me his heart, and the fact that you didn't, you showed compassion and you like stopped and you killed a mermaid over killing him, is why she ended up taking her voice away."
And didn't just take her voice away, she made her human.
Oh, yeah.
She was basically like, I'm going to make you be human, like the humans that you love so much, and see if you can bring me his heart then. And that whole first meeting of Elian and Lyra has one of my favorite quotes where Elian says, "Look at you, my monster come to find me." Oh, I melted. I was like, oh, Alien's got game. And this is where I agree with Harley that like it had the crumbs, the potential to be such a beautiful dark romance. Like it was there.
It would have been so good.
Our siren clutches, but I get it. We have to keep it PG-13. We already had a bunch of bloodshed in the beginning.
Gotta reel it in a little bit.
A tiny bit, but it was good. And after that, like we find out that Ilian isn't just like another spoiled prince or another like complete murderer. His crew is some of the most loyal followers that he has. He is the captain of the ship, the Sod, and
it's like a found family type situation.
It is, because he has his bestie who was appointed to him, but also ended up being a true bestie. Kai.
Yeah, Kai.
Like it's not Kyle.
No, it's Kai.
Who is homie lover friends with his weapons mistress.
Her name starts with an M.
It's an M. It's not Milan.
Mira.
Madrid. It's a city in Spain. Madrid.
It's a city in Spain. Oh my fucking god, someone needs to take these mics away.
Did I mention it's late? Did I mention that I'm cooking in this room because this computer gets so hot?
Oh no. Oh no.
And I'm in a comfy sweater that Harley sent me for my birthday that I can finally pull over my head because my arms aren't nearly as restricted anymore.
Hell yeah. Also, I feel like I need to mention real quickly, because I said that the sea witch takes her voice away, and I need to rephrase that, because she's still able to speak and talk, unlike Ariel. The sea witch took her song away, so she's no longer able to sing and use her lullaby to lull men into her clutches. So I feel like I should clarify that real quickly. Yeah,
because she can speak, and she knows the Midasian tongue, which is mainly like the common tongue, which in my head it's English.
Yes. Yeah.
And Ilian finds her out in the middle of fucking nowhere, and they're like, "What the fuck is this bitch doing out here?" So he brings her.
Because it's just a fucking naked ass woman laying in the middle of the ocean.
It is, but I forgot. The whole reason why they're back out at sea is because homie found out that there is a way to kill all the sirens, because that's his final straw was his best friend being killed by our girl. And he finds out that he's gotta climb this fucking mountain to find this other fucking crystal and yada yada yada. He makes a deal with the ice princess to help him climb that mountain.
Because normal people can't climb that shit. So he was like, I know for a fact they have a hidden passage to get up there because everybody else just dies because it's so fucking cold. And he's like, I know that they're just like all of us other royals have our secrets. They have their secrets. So he agrees to marry her in order to get the passage he needs to be able to get to the top of that mountain.
Well, he agrees to give her a kingdom because we find out that the ice princess that he's talking to, and the reason why I'm calling her an ice princess is because their kingdom is literally ice and snow. Yes. Picture Nepal and Everest.
And her lips are blue.
And she's like pale white, literally pale white.
White hair, the whole nine.
And she's one of the youngest, so she'll never be queen. Her brother already took over. Ice
Planet barbarians.
Oh, delicious. But he makes a deal to give her a kingdom, and he sets sail because he's got to go find the key to this fucking thing, which is a missing necklace, because of course it's a missing necklace. And on the way to find said missing necklace is when Lyra is out on fucking bobbing on a piece of plywood like a buoy because her mom
the fucking ocean
punished her literally in the middle of the fucking ocean, and everyone's like, the fuck is this?
Naked as the day God made her.
Oh my god, full butt ass naked, and the salt water is getting everywhere. And the second he pulls her aboard, the banter that they have is delicious. Like, they are going back and forth and back and forth. And then a siren jumps on board, and the siren recognizes Lyra and is screaming in their language, because the sirens have a different language, for her to help her. And Ilian's like, the fuck? How? Because Lyra responds. And he's like, how do you know that language? That language is forbidden. Excuse you. And Lyra has to think on the fucking fly to be like, because I studied them, because they killed the Sea Queen, killed my family, which is not entirely untrue. She's just stretching the truth a little bit.
It's not exactly true either, but not untrue.
But not untrue. She knows how to toe that line. And he is immediately like, oh, this girl's got some fire. She got some spunk. And he saved her. She saved him. They saved each other at some point. But they start growing closer, and she grows closer with the crew, because they're on this fucking ship for months. They're sailing the fucking seven seas.
They are jet set into this kingdom, that kingdom, the other kingdom.
To find the clues that they need. And she gets close to him. And in the back of her mind, she's like, I gotta kill him. And the way she kind of starts forming this new plan is she's like, oh, they're talking about the crystal, which we learn is the second eye of Keto. And Keto is the original sea goddess, the original siren, the original bad bitch sea queen. And that's where her mom gets her power, from one of the eyes. So in her head, she's like, if I get the other eye, I can be more powerful than my mom, and she will finally see that I'm fit to be queen. Like, she's kind of doing it just to, because she's like, if I bring this and I bring the fucking princess heart, she's like, I'm good, I'm clear. Like, we'll be fine. Everything will be squared away. I'll be reaccepted. Everything's going to be hunky-dory. Well, the biggest wrench gets thrown into that because she starts developing fears for said prince.
That stupid fucking human heart.
Because she is human. And the mom visits her at one point, and she's like, ugh. Like, literally disgusted, because she is in love with him. And the way she finds out is so I thought it was beautifully written. Like just the way because he starts to train her too. Of course, we have a training montage,
Of
but
course.
just the way she's talks about him and literally was like, oh, we're the same. We're both on a quest because we both just have too much feelings. Like it, I don't know.
Well,
It
yeah,
was
because she was like,
good.
we don't fit into the box that our parents are trying to put us, that our kingdoms are trying to put us into, that everything the world is saying we're supposed to be. We just don't fit into those boxes. And so she recognizes that in him, and I think he recognizes that in her in a way. Obviously, he doesn't know as much as she knows as far as like the fact that she's a princess and all these things, but he notices it a little bit, that she's kind of running from something and that there's more to the story. And it is very beautifully written. And I think like another really beautiful moment too. This is where my little quote's gonna come in. Because while he was training her, because you can't just, he needs her to be able to survive. So he's like, I gotta train her because this bitch is clumsy as hell. Because he doesn't realize she's only had legs for like 2 days. He's like, she's
Literally for two
clumsy,
seconds.
she's weak. Like we gotta train her so she can like not die within 2 seconds of a freaking one of our missions here. So in the middle of him like uh training her, this is the end of one of the chapters. He said, we continued that way, swords arcing through the air and our breaths ragged. Soon the sun in the distance, or perhaps even moonlight. Everything is muted, and as Lyra swoops her blade down to mine once more, I let it all fade away. My mission, my kingdom, the world. They exist somewhere other than in this moment. And now there's only this. Me, my ship, and the girl with ocean in her eyes.
Swoon. Swoon.
I was like, fucking kiss her right now.
And can we talk about how like after because he starts sharing with her the fact that he doesn't want to be king, like he doesn't like being royal, and she kind of hints that like, oh yeah, like us royals just have to fucking be manipulated by people and be at the whim of other people. Like, we don't have the power as
Right.
royals. And he swoons pretty hard for her. And just when she asks, when are you gonna kiss me? I was like,
Because he like, okay. They get to the
I
Winter
screamed.
Palace to go get the stupid freaking crystal thing, and they're like halfway up. They're like, there's a lot that happens that we're just kind of running over here, but they have this like in this hidden passage that the royal family takes to get to the top of that mountain that nobody else can get up there because they'll freeze to death. They have like basically jet powered freaking heating whatever, so she can like turn on fire because it's outside, so it's like a fireplace outside. What's that called? um
Uh, bonfire? I don't know.
Bonfire, but that's not what I'm thinking of either. Whatever.
Heating?
Campfire. It's campfire. So it's it's a campfire. But it's like she could just like jet it on. So they have like
Yeah.
these contraptions or whatever. So it gets hot really quickly. So they're outside of their tent. Everybody else is asleep, and they're staring at the stars. And he's like explaining her like the constellations and how he sees the night sky and all these things because he looks at like all of it way different. She's like, I've never like, yes, I've seen the stars before, but I've never seen it the way that he sees it. And she's just like
They
enamored by
open each
him.
other's eyes.
They open
They
each
just,
other's eyes so much.
ah,
And she's just like
their
looks at him
hearts.
because she's like, oh my God, like I just can't, I've never seen the stars like this. Like, when are you going to kiss me? The way I jetted off of the freaking couch, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
I became a star. I became a star. I flew off into space and became a star because again, like the stuff that we ran over, they fight a pirate king to get the necklace that is the key, and they save each other's lives, and yada yada.
Well, because
She
the
almost dies.
pirate king almost shoots him, she pushes him out the way, and she gets hit with the bullet instead. What the fuck?
And he said, I can't let her die because that would be on me. And that's just an asshole move. And it's like, boy, like the way he tries to rationalize, no, I don't have feelings for her. But that was the bulk of it. We're here for the meat and the potatoes, and the meat and the potatoes is this love story because it is beautifully written. It blossoms beautifully. It made me screech. It made me fly off into space, and it made me want more. And I am with Harley, where I am upset that we did not get more.
And I think that's my problem with this, because it's so freaking good. Like, this has the potentiality for me personally to be on that level of, like, Fourth Wing ACOTAR. Like, it's set up so fucking good. There's just no meat with the potatoes! The foundation is there! The potatoes, the gravies, all of it. Where's the stew meat? Where's the salt? I need the cream of the crop. Like, what? It's so... I hate it because it's so fucking good, but it's not enough. That is my problem.
Which is wild of a YA novel. Because we've reviewed YAs. We reviewed fucking Twilight. We reviewed fucking Vampire Academy. And neither one of them, I think... And that's when we read it as kids. And here we are as grown women being like, wait a fucking minute. Like, this is good. Like, this... We got some potatoes here. Where's the meat? And the meat
that's the thing.
Is floating in the ocean. Freezing.
In the ocean, 12 feet fucking down, like, nowhere to be found. Doesn't even see the sun anymore. And I hate it. Because the thing with, like, Twilight, for example, because Twilight is, like you said, we read it when we were kids. And it's obviously very much YA. We've reread it as adults. Like, this, to me, is what Twilight was when I was a kid, right? But I am 29 years old. Well, 28, almost 29 years old. I need the meat. Where's the meat? I don't know. I don't know how to explain it to y'all. If I had read this when I was a child, I would have been fine. I'd be okay. I'd be able to reread this and be perfectly happy. But as an adult now reading it, I'm just so disappointed. Because it's so fucking good.
It really does have that Zayd and Violet relationship of like, oh, they're falling and they shouldn't be falling. And it's so good. And the way that just the confliction, yeah, that's a word. The confliction in both of their minds, because he knows he can't fall for her. And she's like, he doesn't even know what I am.
Well, that's the other thing too.
What I am.
He didn't even know at that time. He had no idea that she was a siren, and he's like, I still can't. He like still won't let himself fall for her, and he doesn't even know how treacherous it really actually is.
Which adds into us being more feral over it, because oh my god, it's good, and it's not like. For a YA novel, it is not written as cheesily as some other books are when it comes to this enemies to lovers or this hidden secret. Because it is just beautiful, and it's not over. Because you know how sometimes it can be really repetitive with the I can't tell him. It wasn't. In fact, there were times where I forgot, and she'd be like, it's too bad he would hate me. Like, she had a nightmare being like, where she saw him saying, did you kill him?
For the best friend? Yeah.
Yeah. And him being the best friend and her feeling guilty and feeling anguish. And it's like, fuck, that's right. We would never
and
work.
Like to sentiment that, to echo that, the it's not too much. I also found myself being like, no, you can't fucking tell him. Don't fucking tell him. Just become a pirate wife. That's all you guys need to do. Just be pirates. Fuck the sea quitch. Fuck all this bullshit. Just fucking be pirates. Don't ever tell him. Absolutely do not tell him. But, obviously.
No, get your ass on the sod, because even she was so charming without her voice, just by being herself and figuring out who she really is, that the crew fell in love with her. The crew went back for her, and she felt like shit because she's like, I am lying to them. And she
Lying through
had
my teeth.
the most human reaction and human emotion, to where that's why, like, her mom was like, you're human. Like, she was pissed.
You filthy
And
human scum.
when they make
With
it to
your
the tippy top,
stupid human emotions.
stupid human heart. Like, and when they make it to the tippy top of that mountain and they get to the fucking crystal, to the eye, Lyra lies again. She knows the ritual and what's needed, and she kind of just leads Elian astray. And they're kind of like, oh, like, fuck it, we'll try again tomorrow, because it's encased in ice. And she cuts her hand, and she puts her hand on the ice, and it melts, and she gains the power of the crystal. And who is watching? None other than Icy Princess Bitch. And Icy Princess Bitch is like, holy fuck, you're a siren. Like, she put two and two together, because
she goes, I knew you weren't a fucking human. I knew there was something wrong with you.
You had so much motion that you cut out.
Well, because she was just like, I knew you weren't human. I knew there was more about you. I knew you were a siren, you stupid bitch.
You can't blame her for having that reaction, because Ice Princess thinks that she's going to be marrying Gold Prince.
And Gold Prince is over here loving up on the siren.
And kissing the siren. And the ultimate betrayal, like, it made my heart hurt when because we didn't know that Elian was awake, when Ice Princess looks at Elian and goes, you of all people didn't know? And she shoved a sword into Elian's heart along with Lyra. Like, the level of betrayal made me hurt and made me be like, I feel betrayed. Like, holy fuck. And that's wild of a YA novel to be able to
make you feel that way.
Yes, thank you. To make you feel these emotions in 340 pages. It is absolutely bananas. And props to you, Alexander Christo, because I was so upset that Lyra didn't tell him, and that we have to deal with the consequences. And the consequences of these actions is war.
Well, and that's the whole thing too, because the night that he kissed her, she was warring with herself. She's like, I should just tell him, and I should tell him my plan. I should tell him that I think there's a way for us to make peace with our peoples. Like, we do not have to go to war. This does not have to continue. You do not have to commit genocide, because she could tell that the idea for him to get that crystal and to commit the genocide against an entire race of things, especially like starting to realize that the sirens like do have emotion and things like that, because when they killed the one siren in front of Lyra, they asked her like what she said, and she was like, she's pleading for her life. She's saying like, please. Like, that's the word she's saying. So, like, he's starting to realize that they have emotions, and he's about to literally commit genocide on an entire group of people that are, like, sanctioned. So it's no longer just killing these sirens. He, like, is kind of starting to, like, have some emotions towards it. And I think that's why it hurt us so much for him to, like, because he's, like, right on the cusp, and she's right in the spot to tell him, but because she did it, and he's not quite there, the betrayal hit that much harder. That's how I feel on that. Because, like, literally, like you said, I felt like I got stabbed in the heart.
Yeah, because the night that he kissed her, she was literally going to be like, I need to tell you something. Like, she literally said, I have to tell you a secret. And he said, no, you don't. You just need someone to hear it. And that's when she's like, fuck, I can't tell him because he is such a genuine dude. Like, fuck you, Elliot. Fuck you for being so genuine. And being so understanding. And they had this whole conversation of like, what if the killing stops? Like, what if you could make a treaty? And he's like, it's like, it's not that I don't trust them. It's that I don't trust that killers can't be killers. Or can't not be killers.
Right.
And when this whole betrayal happens, when she takes off, he lets her go. He could have killed her, and he lets her go because he can't do it. He can't see the girl that he loves die by his sword. And of course, Ice Princess is all fucking, you better bring me her head, blah, 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 blah. And then war happens. And it's an intense war because she calls on her mom, and she's kind of flipping the script. She's double agenting, and she's trying to make it be like, hey mom, look what I found. I found the other eye of Keto, and we're gonna put them together, and we're gonna rule the world.
I also have the prince.
Oh yes, that's right. She's like, and I also have the prince, and I get the prince start for you, the prince that's been killing us all. And the mom is like, oh, is that true? And she starts calling on all the people, and then she realizes, wait a fucking minute, you're still too soft on him. Because as they're fighting, Lyra ends up defending and protecting Elian, and she's like, fine, what if I give you your siren fin back? Like, turns her back into a siren, and he's like, she's basically like, let's see if your prince still fucking loves you when he sees who you really are. Holy shit, the way Elian describes her is like, he sees her, yes, he sees her as a monster, but he sees her as this thing of beauty. Like, he describes her to be glittering in the moonlight, like just powerful and beautiful. And he is full head over heels for her.
Like, he's describing like the copper tones of her hair, her eye, like everything, to the point where it's like, okay, homie, pick your jaw up off the floor. It's gonna be okay. It's like the veil was lifted. It's like she was already beautiful, but now it's like everything comes to a head, and he's just like, holy shit, I'm fucked. I'm fucked.
Literally fucked. And during one of their in the past, like during one of their little talks, she tells them the story that the sirens have, that the reason why they bubble and fizz and turn into ash or sea foam is because they don't want the pirates to get their hearts, because if they get their hearts, then they're going to be immune to the song.
To all siren song, yep.
To all siren song. So when the siren starts singing and everyone's under their compulsion, he's not under Lyra's song, and he's pretending to be, but she's like, he didn't have to take my heart, I gave it to him, and I fucking melted. Because they're having this intense conversation quietly where she's like, you need to trust me, and he's like, I'm not going to give you the crystal, and she's like, but look, like, you're immune, like, because he's kind of like, I can't, how am I supposed to trust you? She's like, you're immune to the song, like, look,
I gave you my heart.
And she's kind of like, I guess some fairy tales are true. And he said, I don't believe in the tales, but I believe in you. And I fucking melted. Gimme. Threw myself into the fucking sun, because again, this is a YA novel. This is PG-13, and it has us on the edge of our fucking seats for more. And he gives her the crystal, and she's a badass bitch. She's fucking attacking her mom, kills her mom. Suddenly she's the queen of the sea. And they're kind of just sitting there, and he sits with her, and he wraps his arms around her, and they wait as her mom's body dissipates into nothing, because she's able to flip all of the sirens and most of the mermaids to be like, hey, under me, you're going to be free. And then she's like, hey, by the way, look, I'm not forcing you to do anything. I'm not compelling you to do anything. I'm asking you to fight with me. And they do.
Giving you the freedom of choice.
And they're like, what is free? And she's like, bitch, look at me. And it's just such a... It ends with her opening up the seas. They have peace treaties. Everything's going to plan. Princess bitch gets to go marry a queen. So she still gets her kingdom. His sister becomes queen, and he still goes out on the seven seas visiting all the 100 kingdoms because he didn't want to be king, and he doesn't have to be king.
And he doesn't want to be tied down
And
in one place.
no. And you know who also gives him that freedom? Lyra.
Because even though she can't leave, she doesn't make him stay.
And it's so cute because it's like it's not the happy ending that we want, but it is the most logical happy ending because no, she didn't make him stay to be her king, and he didn't make her stay to be his queen. They stayed true to themselves and had to do whatever their duty is, and they set the precipice and the tone for the next whatever centuries that come to pass, where sirens, humans, and mermaids all live cohesively together. The sirens help lost pirates and sailors get to different kingdoms. They're kind of like guide dogs in a way. And the pirates help the sirens by giving them like gold or whatever, fish, whatever they need or want. And it's beautiful. Like we end with them having some banter of her being like, "Oh, you're early," and he's like, "Do you want me to leave?" And she's like, "Maybe. I was wanting to like erect a statue in your honor."
In your honor.
And he's like, "Oh, you're so kind." And it's that back and forth that's just so good.
Well, and it was
The
like beautiful and
dialogue.
sweet because she was like, she can't leave her kingdom now that she's, taken over as the Sea Witch. She can't leave. She's stuck there at the seat
Mhm.
of her power, but she doesn't hold him back. She's like, no, go, do what you want to do, and then come back and bring me these stories. Come back and bring me tales. Like that is what I want from you. And it's so
And she can
beautiful and it's so
still,
sweet.
with her new power, she can still turn herself back into human and sit on his ship and kind of go around a little bit with him. And you're right, it is the sweetest fucking thing ever, and it made me want more. It
It was
was
so
good.
cute. So good.
It was really cute. I gave it 4 stars because it, for what it is, it was good.
I
It
gave
was
it
fantastic.
I gave it 3.5, so yeah, I would say that's probably.
And
I just
it
can't get
really
over
is
the fact that I want more. I'm about
exactly.
to go rant a
Exactly.
fanfic. That is how much more I want.
No, literally. And I like reading some of the ones reviews. People are just kind of disappointed because they don't like the writing, they don't like the dialogue, they think it's too mediocre, and or saying that it's not dark enough. But it's like, again, you have to remember that this is a PG-13 book.
Well, I think it
Like
doesn't help that it was recommended on Book Talk as like
a
a
dark romance, and
dark.
it's not.
Well, it was a dark retelling of the Little Mermaid, which that I can see. But what should have been like stated in that is it is still YA. Like
Yeah, it
it
is
is a
still young
non-spicy
adult.
dark retelling of the Little Mermaid.
And even still, it was still spicy enough for us to be captivated by the story and to want to learn more. Like,
And to yearn for more.
yeah, the pacing was phenomenal. I didn't think it dragged too much, and it didn't feel too rushed. It didn't feel, like you said, it was a slow burn, but wasn't too slow. It was a decent read. It was a decent palate cleanser.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good one.
For it to be something that like neither one of us had read before, and for us to kind of have like similar feelings with it, Alexandra, pat yourself on the back. It was good.
Pat yourself on the motherfucking back. And to just like be able to instill those feelings into me where I'm just like mad that I don't have more. That's huge for me, like personally, because normally I'm not like that.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to be
Mm-hmm.
like I do well reading YA. I do well reading like all that type of stuff, especially when it's fantasy like this. But for me to just like You made me fall in love with these characters so much that I needed more. Well done, well done.
Well done. It is good. At like, should you run and read it? No, you can wait. If you have Kindle Unlimited and you're kind of stuck in a rut, give it a shot.
Give it a try.
If
Absolutely.
you're a girly who's not like, I want to get into some darker stuff, but like I don't want to be thrown into the wolves, try this out. Like it is good. I say this is kind of a good stepping stone to get into like the Emily McIntyre retelling series because it's a solid base. It's a solid foundation. I really liked it. I really love the lore, and God, I'm so upset that we don't have more.
Same, honestly. I think there's another book, but I'm not going to read it because I already know it's not enough. I'm just going to piss you
Exactly.
off.
Exactly. Like it's good.
It's good.
Some people are saying like this is the biggest disappointment of their year, and it's like, it's probably because you trusted Book Talk to give you a dark romance, and it is not.
Right, and that's not like I wouldn't say it's the biggest disappointment of the year. It would be if I hadn't known it was YA to begin with, but I knew it was YA,
Yeah,
like because I did a little research beforehand. So you know, I don't know, but I wouldn't say it's the biggest disappointment of the year. Does it leave me wanting? Absolutely.
yeah. Which again is a testament to the author and how she writes. And it wasn't overly childlike. It wasn't overly dramatic. It some lines were cheesy, yes, but it was still good.
It was so good.
It was
Yeah,
still
it was
good.
good. I
So I'm
agree.
pleasantly surprised, and we knocked something off of our TBR list.
Whoop whoop.
It was
One
good,
down, a million more to go.
literally. Oh my gosh. And that being said, we're not doing TBR trouble because we have too much shit on our TBR. But if you have stuff that you want us to read, send it over to our email. Um, I did just want to say real quick, I did. Okay, you know that I'm a huge fan of Markiplier, and his movie Iron Lung just came out, and I'm gonna go
Okay.
watch it tomorrow, and I'm so fucking excited because it's currently for a
Hi,
self-funded
Ellie.
film. She's pissed. She's also excited. For a self-funded film, he's already made back his budget. His budget was only $3 million, and he made this entire movie by himself, and it is number one in the United States right now.
Oh, that's so awesome. I didn't even know he had a movie coming out. I'm gonna have to go check it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, that's
excited.
awesome.
It went from just being like little indie theaters to Regal picking it up to Cinemark picking it up to Regal doing a popcorn bucket. It's crazy how much this has taken off, and I'm so excited to see it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll have to go check it out. That's awesome. Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, I'm so fucking proud of him. Like I'm so excited.
Go,
But
Markiplier, go.
yeah, so if the next time you hear us and I'm just gabbing about that movie, that's why.
Now you know.
Now you know. As far as our next read, what are you thinking? What are you feeling?
Well, I don't know.
I'm
Do,
still
are we doing mate or we've not got the guest appearance locked in yet?
we've got a maybe on the guest appearance. So
Okay.
the next episode is either going to be mate or it's going to be something else. Um, or we'll just have mate show up eventually. But what are you
Good job.
thinking for backup?
Um, I have a couple ideas. Nothing too crazy. I did read a book called How Does It Feel
Mhm.
by Janae O'Reilly.
Okay.
That one, it's a series. I believe it's 4 book series. Let me double check here for you. It's about Fae. Yeah, it is a 4 book series. And it's a Fae type book. We could also do something else off of our TBRs, like something neither one of us have read yet, because I have already read How Does It Feel? So if we wanted to do something that neither one of us have read yet, we could do what's that one? It was the other one we were talking about reading. We chose this one, but it was the other option. Let me pull it up here. The other option was A Crown of Ivory and Glass. We could do that one too. Or we could do not fantasy.
I was gonna say, I have Selena Spooky Boo's Hollow.
Actually, no, I do. Let's do that one because I want to read that really badly.
And it's a vampire romance.
What's the name of it again?
I think it's called Hollow.
Hollow, that's right.
Hollow. Let me. So Selena Spooky Boo is Selena Myers. That's right. I just know her by her TikTok handle.
Yeah, it's on Kindle Unlimited, so I can read it, and we can do that next if our guest appearances are ready for me.
Yes.
So let's plan for that. So next is either going to be Mate or to be Hollow.
Either way, you're gonna get both of them. It just depends on the order that they're gonna come out. But it just came out. Did it just come out?
Hollow? Yeah, Hollow's brand new.
It is brand new, right? Yeah.
It's, it came out June 3rd of 2025, but it's new. I mean, it hasn't even been out a year yet.
Yeah. Officially, it's new, and she's a fellow spooky girly on TikTok. Like, she's hilarious, she's amazing, and I'm all down for supporting indie authors. Like, let's give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm here for it. It's not very long. It says on my Kindle it's gonna take me 5 hours to read it. So
yeah, it's about 300 pages. It has 3.68 stars on Goodreads, which is pretty much the same thing that To Kill a Kingdom had. So,
do we know is it YA?
The tags don't say. It says paranormal romance, gothic, horror, fantasy, vampires. Let's read the synopsis real quick. Mia Adair isn't even 25 yet, but she's starting to wonder if her peak has already passed. She spent years working at her local bookstore, a job that was supposed to be temporary. As a kid, she experienced a strange sort of fame within the paranormal community thanks to her inclusion in a book that revealed Mia's ability to talk to the dead. But that was then, and Mia's gift dried up once adolescence set in. These days, she feels like she's nobody special, until she dies in a tragic car crash and reawakens as a vampire. Forced to leave behind everything she knew, Mia must choose to live with one of the two rival vampire families. The Bellamy and Sutton clans share a dark, complicated history that spans centuries. As Mia learns about their age-old traditions and extraordinary powers, along with their forbidden romances and betrayals, she's drawn toward two very different loves. Okay, love triangle.
Okay.
And as she feels her gift returning more potent than ever, Mia realizes that she'll need it to protect innocent lives and save the only family she has left. Sutton, Naomi, what are you doing in here?
I was just gonna say, I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Is that why you're so pale?
Wait a goddamn minute.
I mean, I'm here for it. And if you tear apart Selena, it's not on you, boo. It's just what we do.
It's just us. When I Googled, I said, is Hollow by Selena Myers spicy? It says some readers find it to be low on the spice level, focusing more on a plot, while others know intense tensions and at least one scene featuring spice.
Okay, I'll take it.
So we're at least gonna get a little sprinkle of salt.
I'll take a little sprinkle over nothing.
Over goddamn nothing. A kiss under the stars. Are you kidding me? That's it? That's all we got?
And with that, we're gonna go fill up our dry well. I'm gonna go binge watch Bridgerton and hope there's spice. But you said there's no spice, so I may just end up
Well,
rewatching Heated Rivalry.
well, I'm only on the third episode of the 4 episodes that were released in Bridgerton, and it's not that there's no spice. Well, no, there's no spice. I do see some butts though. There was some butts. You'll get to see some butts.
Okay, you know who else has butts? Heated Rivalry.
Heated rivalry. I'm sure. I'm sure Bridgerton's gonna pick up. We just gotta give it a minute, okay?
Fine.
Nothing tops the first season.
Nothing tops Colin Bridgerton.
Oh, I forgot. You know, I kind of blacked that out. This is true. This is true. Nothing tops that.
I was screeching. Nothing tops that. Like, in the carriage? Jesus.
Hell yeah. Which, by the way, they do, but we don't get to see it. But they do allude to having sex, and I was like, hell yeah, Colin. Hell yeah. But they don't show it on screen, or like even the starts of it on screen. I was like, ah, damn it.
Fine.
I guess this season's not about them, but
whatever.
Just wanted a little bit of spice. Shoot a girl.
Just a tiny bit. Is that too much to ask?
Just wanted a little bit of sugar. Yeah. Come on.
Well, if you guys have a little bit of sugar and spice for us to review, send us your recommendations to our email at hottakesandpaperbacks@gmail.com.
And find us on social media, also at Hot Takes and Paperbacks. On YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, TikTok.
And we will get to posting more. I promise you we will. We're figuring our shit out. I'm still trying to heal my titties.
Yeah. And we're recording this. It's still in January when we're recording this, and we're not coming back until the second week of February, we decided, right?
Right.
So, yeah, we will get back onto the posting grind. Hopefully by the time you get this episode, because we have an episode coming out the second week of February before this one. This one's coming out the last week of February. So hopefully by the time this comes out, the social media postings have already ramped up. If not, so sorry. I promise we're working on it.
We're figuring it out. We are a couple of long distance besties. We're trying to figure it out.
We're trying. We're doing the best we can, and I keep procrastinating everything, so that's not helpful. But
and you know what? That's why you're here. But that's why you're here.
I'm working on it. I promise. I would say I'm gonna change, but I'm not.
You can't judge us. We're just a couple of girls, okay?
Just a couple of girls.
But let us know if there's anything you guys want to see or hear. Like I said, our email is hottakesandpaperbacks@gmail.com. That is hottakesandpaperbacks@gmail.com. And thanks for hanging out with us today and talking about some sirens and some pirate kings. God, I wish we could play 80s Pirate King right now, but we will get
too. I wish we could. Just go Google it. You'll know exactly what we're talking about. Look at Hung Joon. There you go. There's Elian.
Look at the mullet. Look at the mullet. Take it in. Take it all in.
Oh, shoot. Okay, later, love you. Bye.
Bye, guys.